We are on the verge of preparing for the brand new patch that will be part of this game, and suffice it to say that there are a lot of people who are looking forward to what we'll be seeing with it. For some reason though, I haven't really been thinking about it all that much. It's something that's, as time's been going on, it's just something that I really have not been paying that much attention to. I guess because maybe I'm just so used to new content coming out every few months and just enjoying the experience of the game whenever it comes out. Whatever the reason may be, I probably should be getting more excited for what we're going to be seeing because, by the looks of it, there could be some significant additions to the storyline that will make things very interesting going forward. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So, on Tuesday, we are going to be showing off the live patch 4.2 main story as well as some of the other things that will be involved. They will include things such as the return of the Omega challenges, which have been shown off in trailers of what will be shown off. And so what we've seen before with the first 4 Omega levels was that they're all inspired on previous Final Fantasy bosses. The final round of the first 4 was most notable in that it featured the final boss of Final Fantasy V, XIV. For this particular round for the Omega, there is a famous Final Fantasy boss that is going to be showing, but where he will, if he shows up in Omega round 8 or earlier, we don't really know, but knowing what they could be setting up for us, we're expecting this particular boss to really be having quite the presence because he's been shown off in trailer and it's already gotten a lot of people's attention and they can't wait to see him being featured in Omega 8. I won't say who it is, but I will say, given the way things are going right now, if there is reason to believe that this boss, as well as XIV, two of the most notorious bosses in final bosses in Final Fantasy history, are being featured, what I'm hoping will happen is that when the final quartet of Omega levels comes for patch 4.4, the 12th and final boss, who I'm hoping will be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Yes, we already know we had Sephiroth as a member of the Warring Triad in Heavensward, but it will not surprise me if Sephiroth shows up for Omega level 12 as the very last boss. It would certainly make for quite a fun challenge, and it wouldn't surprise me if they break out the Gregorian chant choir from the Final Fantasy VII game itself. I mean, wouldn't you be excited if something like that was brought to the final level? I know I would be feeling that way. And from some of the other things that are being shown in the trailers, I'm not going to spoil anything, but what I'm seeing so far from trailers is that what they're going to be doing is putting in elements that I thought would have made more sense in patch 4.3. The reason I say this is because the main climax as far as the Heavensward story itself occurred in patch 3.3. And so the fact that they are doing the story that they're doing in 4.2 almost gives the feeling of being a climax, which is not something that I would like to see as of yet. But what we could be seeing is that situations in Alamigo and situations in Doma could come together for patch 4.3 to make a proper climax. But we've seen some of the elements being shown off in 4.1 that I thought were of interest, and 4.2 certainly is going along the same line in regards to reintroducing previous characters that were shown during the initial Stormblood main story. So I can't help but feel that if there is a proper climax in 4.3, that it will take the best of what Alamigo has and the best of what Doma has as far as those respective storylines and brings them together for one big final showdown. And then just like in Heaven's Ward, where patches 3.4 and 3.5 were building the story for Stormblood, that 4.4 and 4.5 will build the story for the next expansion to be released next year. So we'll see how that goes as far as the storyline. Another big thing that is getting everyone's attention is the fact that one of the biggest complaints for first-timers to the game is that during the runs in Castrum Meridianum and Praetorium, they're either forced to skip all the cutscenes to be part of the fight, or just watch all the cutscenes and get left behind for good. Well, Square Enix has decided to take that option away, to give people who get the opportunity to go to Castrum Meridianum and Praetorium for the first time the opportunity to have their cake and eat it too, by being allowed to see all the cutscene, as well as being able to fight as well, and not having to choose either or when going into a random selection with bunch of other players that they don't know, or the only way you could do it would be ways that we've shown up previously in the vlog, where we would go unsynced with a person in RFC who had not done the place before, had not done Castrum Meridian or Praetorium, go in unsynced, and then have them be able to enjoy the entire experience. So it's interesting that they're doing it that way, and to compensate people for their trouble, they're increasing the rewards for doing Castrum Meridianum and Praetorium, so people have incentive for being made to wait on first-timers who want to enjoy the cutscenes, and also who want to be able to be involved in combat. So I really believe that it is something that, and it's something that I talked about in my very first Final Fantasy XIV rant from 4 years ago. And it's one that certainly got a lot of attention, and people who have watched it have expressed their opinions on whether they were for supporting the first-timer or saying, screw it, I'm just in it for me. And so it's nice to be able to know that we're able to get the chance to give first-timers the proper experience that they truly deserve, and that they can get to know everything that happens and enjoy the Final Fantasy XIV story the way it was meant to be experienced. So I give Square Enix a lot of respect for wanting to do that, and I'm happy that the first-timers will get the proper experience after all these years. So I know that there are also going to be a lot of other things that are going to be shown up, because this patch is so big that no one's going to be able to play tomorrow. They're shutting down the servers for maintenance tomorrow completely, so that everyone can get an opportunity to get themselves ready for patch 4.2, and there certainly is going to be a lot of stuff aside from what I've mentioned. And who knows what else is going to be part of the experience. Feel free to post in the comments what you think would be a cool thing to see in the patch, and what do you think could happen in 4.3 when we have what could very well be the Stormblood main story climax before the lead up to the next expansion. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think about it, and I hope that you'll be able to offer your thoughts and insights on what you believe could be something that would be really great for the experience in this game. But for now, that will do it for this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character here on Exodus or looking to create one on Exodus, and you are looking to join our free company, we'd be more than happy to have you with us. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.